The main reason I loved being a special education teacher was because of the creative challenge inherent to the job. You have all these students who have come to you because the normal modes to learning aren't necessarily working through for them. Those traditional means of presenting the material are not working fully. So you have to really think outside the box. And that presents almost a sort of detective like way of teaching where you really are keenly observing how they're processing things, how they're approaching problems, and really starting to tailor instruction towards them. And of course, this is helped by having smaller class sizes, being able to work with them in that small group setting, hopefully with an aide who can reinforce skills as you're presenting them. So I have just found it so fun and interesting to work with students who are often incredibly creative and funny and problem solvers in their own right, who are asking you to rise to the challenge of making education more accessible for them. So the burden becomes upon you as an educator to realize, okay, this student, their eyes are flitting around the screen because they have trouble focusing. So they need masking. And so what can we, how can we provide that in such a way that allows them to focus? Or this student really needs gross motor reinforcement. So they need to do hand gestures to remember that the minus sign is a straight line versus the plus sign is together. So what do they need? Again, it makes us rethink, okay, well, what could I possibly pull out of my hat today that will make this something that will finally click for that student and make them be able to retain it or take it away, or we have to do it several times and eventually they'll be able to retain it and take it away. These are very special students who have skill sets that just aren't necessarily school friendly, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to go out and be all sorts of dynamic innovators and really know how to connect with other people and are incredibly funny and have all these other incredible talents that we are blessed with. So, special education has always an incredibly dear place in my heart, and it's something that I will always champion. And it's something that I think I wish more educators would undertake because I think it's just such a special place to work. And it really does appeal to the problem solvers in many people who really like to investigate and get down and the nitty gritty of how can I help this kid and making that an exciting line of work to be in.